uh, more frequently, not for frequently. It must be hearing very natural to consider about reality. But when I take alone to deep inside, I concern I truly I don't know so much about the way of developing understanding. It feels to some it's still some blank to me to really know what the truly happened when we hearing Dhamma, when the consider Dhamma appear natural, when the a little bit understand more, everything go on and go on. But it truly, I after 8 years to listening to Dhamma from you, I feel something a lot of things are not so clear, and not doesn't anything clear right now. It's things come back to want to hear some very detail again and. Again want to hear you about some the part how to can be the panya can develop when we discuss about some very detailed thing, very right now thing is a little bit considered right now like it.
Is it real? Is it real?
Yes, the wonder is
What
real.
is it when it's real?
Sorry.
What is it that is real? That's what we say. It's real. And what is it?
The wonder.
It's right understanding.
Yeah.
See, a little bit understanding how deep and how subtle reality is. Otherwise, it's just the same word, no understanding the more subtle reality. Like we are talking about seeing last life or how many lives. What about understanding seeing right now? No expectation at all. That's right understanding, beginning to have firm confidence of the subtlety of dhammas. So practicing, just like we have said, is practicing ignorance.
Yeah.
No understanding of anything at all. That's why the more understanding how deep reality is, that is another moment of confidence of the truth. It's quite far away to experience it with understanding because it's just there. See? How can it be moment of understanding or experiencing the nature of it? Avijja is there so very great. He knows. So deep. That's why we learn about the truth said by the Buddha in different aspects to understand as much as they can be conditioned to see that it's not right now. It has to understand, to let go by understanding, not by I. So the more understanding how subtle it is right understanding.
Yes, it's one aspect of understanding.
Understand the truth. Is it true? So true. Seeing. How many times unknown, still unknown? Because right understanding develops unknowingly. And this is a path to let go attachment or wishing or willing to experience it by oneself and ignorance.
So in some way we can think that when on discussion like this we correct the wrong view. We don't see we see that if we think that someone see someone think someone anger is a wrong view, and it's little bit correct the correct letting go a little bit the wrong view, and it's become more and more firm about the truth, right?
Right understanding begin to understand more and more about ignorance and attachment. The second truth, number two. with wrong understanding. Titasawai.
And the understanding has to develop on and on until it's so strong that no doubt. But now when it's pariyati understanding, even though we've studied many years, of course there will be doubt and wondering whether it's the right way or whether any understanding is developed, but just moments of doubt and then gone. Moments of wondering, what about the understanding, thinking about me? It's natural, but it's gone. But at moments of wise considering and understanding, no doubt, no thought about, oh, well, it's 8 years and so little understanding. That's just thinking with doubt and akusala citas, but each one is gone. And the interest is there because you come back to listen again and again. So the interest, the kusala interest develops with understanding, more confidence, more interest, more understanding. Never mind if there's some doubt and wondering what it's for and so on. It's just kusala thinking as usual.
So there is understanding of one more reality, doubt.
Yes.
Not in the book, but what are there in the book does not appear yet. But when it appears, doubt is a reality. By conditions. What condition?
By ignorance.
Ignorance.
And not my doubt, not
Yes.
my years of study, not my understanding. Just
But about doubts, this situation is just only the level of intellectual understand about the doubt, right? Because it seems to be the story of doubt about doubt now.
but even now, like when Ajahn asks a question, is there doubt now? Not sure, hesitation, doubt now. It can begin to be known right now. That's why I mentioned it, because it's now different from thinking about the doubt yesterday, but doubt at this very moment. Is there understanding now? Doubt, it's true, it's real, it's a Dhamma, not my doubt.
Can it be object of understanding?
It can be.
Satipatthana?
Not yet.
No.
In the
Is it
it
the
is
object of
it will become an object of satipatthana.
Understanding what is now is the understanding that gets closer and closer to directly understanding it, because no doubt that there is doubt now.
Only doubt by condition when it's the object of understanding. So now it's not time yet.
Yet it's not the time yet.
Yeah.
It's just in discussion, consideration about and about little bit intellectual understand about it. It's very few.
Even there's no doubt about doubt, but doubt is still I doubt.
It seems to be like it.
Deeper than that.
Prakash, I think yesterday you were in the middle of discussing a topic when Hung came in. Would you like to continue, or I'll bring up any topic?
I forgotten yesterday topic, but new topic. I just thinking, what is Satipatthana at the time of seeing and hearing? How can we understand Satipatthana at the time of seeing, hearing, and daily life experience?
Shall we begin with what is Sati?
Yes, Ajahn.
Otherwise, how can there be the understanding of Satipatthana? So what is Sati?
Sati is not forgetfulness.
Is it now?
Yes.
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 What moment? Not moment of seeing. Not moment of hearing, not moment of doubt, right? So what moment?
When there is a little understanding
Of what?
of the reality.
So now, is there any understanding of what is seen?
Yeah, there is understanding, lot of ignorance.
Why not satipatthana?
Mhm.
Even there is the understanding the nature of seeing, of that which is seen,
Mm.
intellectually.
Intellectually, yes.
And right understanding, understand it, it's only that level.
Mm.
And that is right understanding.
Mm.
And you asked about satipatthana of seeing at the moment of seeing, but at the moment of seeing, you just said there cannot be sati. So at the moment of seeing, can there be satipatthana?
I don't know this actually, honestly.
If there can be no sati at the moment of seeing, satipatthana is sati and panya. How can there be satipatthana at the moment of seeing if sati cannot arise at the moment of seeing?
You mean at the moment of seeing, it is just a seeing, so there is no sati? Is it that way you are saying?
Seeing cannot arise with
Without sati?
any wholesome factors, no sati, no sada. It's what we said earlier, ahetuka. It's a vipaka chitta, ahetuka chitta. That means no wholesome roots, no unwholesome roots, just 7 chaitasikas. So sati cannot arise with seeing, panya cannot arise with seeing. So there cannot be satipatthana at the moment of seeing.
Mhm.
What about for the Buddha? Could there be satipatthana at the moment of seeing?
No.
Same reason,
Mm.
because sati and panya cannot arise
Yeah.
with seeing.
Yeah.
No wholesome factors can. Just 7 chaitasikas, that's all. Result with just 7 chaitasika, no wholesome roots at all. But the reality of seeing can be known through the mind door, can be understood.
Mm. Mm.
When understanding develops, visible object can be understood when the characteristic appears, but not at the moment of seeing or hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. The background I was asking this question is there are 4 kinds of satipatthana: kaya anupassana, vedana anupassana, chitta anupassana. I was coming from that background actually when I asked this question. I think briefly we discussed today about kaya anupassana. You mentioned about it. Kaya anupassana is not just observing the body; it is understanding about heat, cold, or movement that you mentioned about it. What about other element of satipatthana?
So in brief, the 4 satipatthanas
Yes.
refer to the direct understanding and awareness of any reality that appears naturally.
Uh-huh.
Dhammanupassana, any reality, any khandha,
Mm.
hardness, visible object,
Mm.
seeing, pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, any reality can be the object of satipatthana, any object that appears, not by observing or trying or focusing or thinking of the body or thinking of breath. That can never lead to the development of satipatthana. So what we discuss all day, seeing, what is seen, hearing, what is heard, hardness, softness, these are the dhammas that can be understood in daily life, and the understanding now conditions more and more understanding until it is the direct understanding, satipatthana understanding of just what appears. Trying, observing, selecting an object, focusing, these are all the hindrances to the development of understanding.
when you talk about satipatthana of seeing or hearing, we're talking about awareness and understanding.
Yeah,
of-
understanding.
Right.
Yeah.
Direct understanding
Yeah.
of the seeing consciousness.
Yes, it is far away. Direct understanding is too far away at
Right,
this point.
But you asked about we're just talking about the general concept,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Because
Intellectual.
people
Yeah.
ask about satipatthana.
Yes.
Satipatthana is direct understanding.
Mm.
But I think the point is, as Sarah mentioned, that it doesn't matter in which of the four categories a reality falls, whether it's body or feeling or citta or dhamma. It's just a way of a different way of classifying realities for the purpose of that teaching. So sometimes realities are classified as khandhas or dhatus or ayatanas, but it's always talking about the same, almost the same conditioned realities. So we don't need to think in terms of satipatthana under this
Category.
one of the four categories.
Yeah.
Because that's a distraction actually to
Yeah.
the fact that the object of awareness and understanding will be any reality that is appearing at the present moment.
Okay.
As soon as there's the idea of an order, like Vedana first or Kaya first,
Yeah. Chitta. Yeah.
it's not the understanding of Dhamma that appears naturally.
Right.
Hi. Okay. We have learned many technical terms from the books, and then we can say Chittanupassana Satipatthana, Kayanupassana Satipatthana. But if we try to pinpoint what it happened or what occurs, with it, it's just like we try to group them, put them in the category without knowing what it really is, and then with our imagination that it should be put in this category, in that category, and it not benefit to anyone, anything. And also when he talking about sati, and we start discussing about during the seeing moment, whether state is there. It allow me to go back to what we discussed today in our discussion section when we talk about courage. When seeing, will courage be there? It not, because I start counting the number of cetasika during the seeing moment, and at that time there is no courage cetasika. And when and I could remember thatท่านอาจารย์ said Panya doesn't frighten of anything. That means courage. That means during the seeing section, during the seeing period, Panya is not there. After that Chawana moment with the Kusala Chitta, it's possible to happen. So during the seeing, we won't have Panya there. So courage is not there.
No Panya, no courage, no sati, even without Panya, no Sobhana Cetasikas at all.
And also bring me to the idea about in during the Pancha Tavan Vithi. So we can Chitta only know color, sound, smell, this kind of thing. It is very difficult during the Shavana at that time to develop Panya, to have Panya, to include Panya Jalasic in that Pancha Tavan Vithi. But if it not happen during Pancha Thawan Vithi, how could it happen in Mano Thawan Vithi? Because we know nothing anyway. We don't see color as a color, this kind of issue. But there is another viewpoint that it developed. While I was thinking about that, we can have sati or kusala chitta during Mano Thawan Vithi, but we have to rely on when metta happen, karuna happen, mudita happen, ubekha happen, because these kind of dhamma, they can have human or animal to be the object of the citta and cetasika. So only that period for people who are doing pariyat level, because if we are not go beyond that pariyat level, it's very difficult to have kusala citta with sopana cetasik.
And of course, it's not people doing this or going at any level. In truth, we're just talking about different dharmas, like now in daily life, moments of metta, moments of generosity with sati, and moments of panya, when wise considering, understanding a little more about the truth. Panya arises in the mind door. As you say, it can, in theory, arise in the sense door, but actually now it's in the mind door, and it can develop. It can be understanding of hardness that was touched immediately after the idol process has fallen away. Many, many times before the nimitta appears in the mind door of hardness. We're not talking about the Buddha's understanding. So it's the nimitta of the reality of visible object or hardness, which has been experienced countless times until the characteristic appears. Pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, it can be understood. Doubt can be understood. Actually, it's not one moment of doubt, many moments of doubt until the characteristic appears, can be understood.
But it's still
But
we
it's not
believe,
my
we think.
understanding, my belief, my development, just different dharmas arising by conditions.
Yesterday, we talked
Thank
about
you.
the possibility of having sati and panya in the sense door, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, because you just said that there's no panya, no way. But
Yeah.
actually, you said that maybe the Buddha, for sure, he has the...
So if we look at what cetasikas can arise in the sense door, sati and panya can arise. If there is kusala in the sense door process, then sati is there. If there is understanding, panya is there. But now we're talking about understanding a reality that has arisen countless times before it appears by way of nimitta.
Long time.
Yes.
Yeah, so it may
Yes.
just...
And
Not
closer
this
and
level.
closer to the truth, yes. And when there is understanding of the characteristic of visible object, no interest or concern about what doorway, it's just the characteristic of the reality that appears.
So you mean only the Buddha can have this at that sense door, or any other
Not just
disciple?
the Buddha. No.
No.
But
Yeah,
for sure, highly
Yeah.
developed
Yes,
wisdom.
yes. Okay.
And when it is clear understanding, it knows the distinction between sense door and mind door processes. But Ajahn may add more.
If there's no understanding of what is there right now, can there be satipatthana? So is there understanding of what is there right now?
Understanding about ignorance.
No doubt, why not this moment, satipatthana? Not enough understanding of what is heard for many times, many years. is there Viriya
Yes.
when?
Virya is not there always. He's not a Chetasika. Most of the time, maybe, but not always. It is not one of the 7 Chetasika. Right?
It arises with every chitta except most of the ahetuka chittas. Manodwara Vajana chitta is ahetuka chitta, but it needs virya, first chitta of the mind or process. Hasitupata, the laughing consciousness of the arahat, needs virya, but the other ahetuka chittas like Panchadwara Vajana, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and so on, they don't need virya. But every kusala kusala chitta needs virya for sure.
And why do we have to understand the characteristic of Viriya?
Sorry, Ajahn, why do we have to understand?
Why do we have to understand the characteristic of Viriya?
I don't know.
Because when it's there, it's unknown.
Yeah.
Do you ever try to do anything?
Yes. Yes, in conventional meaning,
Almost
yes.
each moment,
Yes.
it's there,
Yes.
unknown.
Yeah.
So no understanding of Sammapadana.
What is
That's right.
Sammapadana?
Just learn to understand the truth little by little. That's the only way to let go the very, very enormous ignorance and attachment right now.
Yeah.
The 4 right efforts, highly developed, and usually people read about them and think about how they make an effort to be the right effort or anatta.
Yeah. Yeah, if someone thinks that I have to put this effort, that effort, it is basically ignorance, attachment. Yeah.
Yes, in the context of the development of understanding, that is, but not in a conventional, not in doing other things.
Yeah, conventional way, you still have to do things. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had 1 or 2 discussions with some friends here, and Lee, Advait, other friends, Prakash, about difficult circumstances, homework, environmental problems. And it seems that we need to make an effort, or we need to do something, or we need to fix things. But actually, the right effort is there at moments of understanding the truth. And it always seems that the problems in life are the different situations, work, home, colleagues, on and on, ill health. But as we know, whatever the topic, it comes back to this moment. If there is the idea of trying or making an effort now, that is the problem. If there is understanding now, understanding of the truth, where is the problem? I don't know whether Advait or Anli or anyone would you like to add anything more? Anli, give us your thoughts about it, what the real problems are in life.
Yes, difficulties in life are there, but to me it seems irrelevant when we consider Dharma and characteristic of this moment, because as our teachers always say, it's always in any situations, there's always seeing, hearing, thinking, just like any other moments. So from the context of Dhamma, it seems that those kinds of difficulties are only story, only mirage. Yes, mirages.
So we live in the dream world, lost in the dreams, lost in the fantasies, lost in the world of mirages, taking it for being so real, so serious, so important, because of forgetting again and again about what is true now, what is the understanding now, at moments of kindness, being a good friend to others, no thought about the disturbances or the difficulties or what the others think of me and so on. At moments of understanding, no worries, no boredom, no exhaustion or disturbance about what is happening at work or with one's colleagues or one's families. But the understanding is so little, so that's why we have discussions, because it has to develop firmer and firmer and firmer. And still, even when it develops, still we're so prone to the worldly conditions, gain and loss, praise and blame, honor and dishonor, good health, bad health, because of ignorance, because of clinging. For the wise, for the Aryans, less and less disturbed by the worldly conditions, but the understanding has to develop. It takes time, and that's where the patience and the courage comes in, to really just face up to the truth of what is now.
Yeah, Sarah, to continue from what you just said about, difficulties, situation, would you talk more about living alone in what you just mentioned in the latest discussions? Living alone in the true word from Buddha teaching versus, our world in a very different situation, people. So would you talk more about this? Thank you.
So what the Buddha taught was, even if we live isolated in the forest with no one around, when there is lobha and ignorance, it's not living alone. Whereas if we're in the busy marketplace, surrounded by people, but not clinging to what is seen and heard, when there is understanding, it is true living alone. So understanding is the path to living alone, being an island, less and less disturbed by other people or situations of one kind or another, less clinging, less dosa, less ignorance, very, very gradually, lifetime after lifetime. But this is the living alone, living with understanding, not the situation. Not chasing after the objects of lobha as usual.
And Tanachan, would you like to add more?
Alone.
If it's a peer to Panya, yes.
That's right. Seeing. Just see.
Yeah.
Alone. No one there. See alone.
So it must be, maybe the wrong word to say must be, but if it's a peer, well,
At
to
moment of thinking alone.
actually is, yeah.
Just alone. All the time.
Whatever arises is alone, even if there's no understanding. So seeing is always alone, no matter one's heard the Buddha's teachings or not.
Even
Just
though
one
there's
teacher.
no understanding, also alone.
It's not just the word. It can be remembered, saying alone. See, right now, there can be a little more understanding of seeing. Seeing alone is so true. No one there at all. Not anyone see with seeing. Seeing arises alone and it sees alone. Is it? No hearing,
Yes.
no thinking. Just a moment of experiencing that which impinges on the eye base. The truth is the truth. It has to be so firm. Otherwise, it cannot let go the idea of I see many people. Someone
Yeah.
sit near me. I'm not alone. But in truth, seeing alone, hearing alone, no one there at all.
Little by little.
Little by little,
Thank you.
in samsara, against the current of ignorance.
Yeah.
But Achaan, seeing come with 7 friends.
Okay, good question.
Seeing come with 7 friends. They just don't know each other.
Seeing doesn't know them,
Doesn't know them. Oh.
so they cannot be friends.
And each of them doesn't know each
Yes.
other. Hmm.
Not at all.
They are independent entities. They are independent entities.
Independent
Entities. Yeah.
Conditioned dharmas,
Yeah.
conditioning each other, arising together, but each one is a dharma.
Is it better not to see many people with attachment and many realities?
Have many friends.
Satipatthana again. See, if there's no understanding of what is there right now, and now is now, any moment, there can never be satipatthana. That's why we have to understand the moment of sati, which is not satipatthana yet. But even just someone give me, see, if there's no sati, no such deeds. That's why sati has to be a moment of kusala.
Not so.
Not so. Yeah.
Not self, no one, not me, alone, just sati. Just part of me, not I, not self, not doesn't exist, not real. Just the sati, just the part of me.
That's all I want to introduce myself. I'm very keen and nice to meet you, Prakash. And I'm not good in English, but I want to discuss with you because your question I used to ask Achaan in Thai, what is Tipatan before? So I think about you would like you are saying with me, Kaya Nupassana, many words that I don't know. I used to know that word. What is the meaning of that word? But after I discussed with Achaan in Thai, Achaan also asked me, like Achaan asked you that what is stick? If you don't know stick, you cannot know stick at time, for sure. But every time that both Achaan discuss in Thai or in English, Achaan will we talk about seeing, hearing to make everyone firmly confident that okay, no Prakash, no me, is anatta, is only seeing, hearing, or is the Dhamma. So everyone wants to know Satipatthana. And I also, but now I just every time I just little by little, it's okay, because if you want to know Satipatthana, I think it's a low path. But if you understand now every moment, in the future you will know Satipatthana.
If you know in every moment, what does this mean? Know every moment.
If you understand seeing, hearing,
Is it possible to understand every moment? What does this mean?
if little by little, just okay, know Kunsala or know me. It's just
Not knowing every moment, though, impossible.
yeah, but now I cannot know for sure. But
Can even an Aryan know every moment?
pardon?
Can the Panya of an Aryan know every moment?
I think Arahant can know
Every moment? What about at the moment of seeing? Is there knowing? In the moment of hearing, is there knowing?
seeing it, seeing.
Yes. So no, not knowing every moment. Not necessary, impossible.
Yeah, friend.
Not.
Panya needs to be developed, different realities, of course, depending, not by choice, but by how it happens. But it doesn't mean that Panya needs to understand every reality. For example, the different chittas in the sense door process, they are not known. And the suttas, the teachings don't tell us how many different realities need to be known by Panya in order for enlightenment to be attained. But anyway, the point is, I think what you mean to say is that developing understanding at any moment, not every moment, any moment that it's conditioned to arise, and it takes an object and it gradually develops that way. Yes.
Thanks. Next time I will learn English with you.
Any moment, not every moment, whenever it arises.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not every moment and not every reality. Yes.
Okay.
I have a quick tag on is that Panya Chetasika does not arise with every chitta. It doesn't have to. There are other beautiful Chetasikas that arise, so it isn't with every chitta.
And Eve, you had a question yesterday, which we didn't have time for at the end. Would you like to ask your question?
Actually, I did get it in yesterday quickly at the end about the Santirana chitta with a different function as Patisandhi chitta. So that was because Kun Hang had some questions regarding the process of chitta. So we'd almost gotten to that, the Sampatichana and the Santirana, and I'm just with the Vartapana and then the Santirana. So I did get that in briefly.
In brief, one kind of chitta, in this case, the Santirana chitta, can have more than one function, has more than one function. So when it arises in the idle process, then its function is to investigate. And when it arises with the function of Patisandhi, for example, in a willful plane, animal plane, ghost plane, hell realm, the Santirana chitta has the function of birth, Patisandhi, or in the human realm, when it's very weak kusala, and the result is birth with no roots, then it is Santirana that performs that function of Patisandhi. It's a difficult topic because it's difficult to appreciate how one kind of chitta can have more than one function. When we were talking about Potapana, it's Manodwara Vajana chitta, but in the sense door it has the function of Potapana, different function, same kind of chitta.
Yes. Santirana as Patisandhi Vipaka, and I just wanted to get it a bit firmer. I mean, what it obviously from my view, from this view, is that the variegated nature of chitta and how it just points to no self, variegated nature of chitta. Fascinating in that I'd forgotten, and I needed to be reminded that it just seemed so extraordinary. I usually regard it in the process of chitta in the sense process, but functioning as Patisandhi is, amazing what chitta, the function, and each moment of chitta is a moment of life, the arising, the presence, and the falling away. I mean, there's this Kuti chitta, Chuti chitta, and then the Chuti chitta, and then the Patisandhi. But again, it's just one chitta arising.
With different functions.
Yes.
Same chitta function of Patisandhi, Bhavanga, or Chuti, depending, but same kind of chitta.
And I was interested to understand that when Santirana is Patisandhi chitta functioning that way, that it is a kusala rebirth in a woeful room, petals, in a woeful room.
Akusala vipaka, not akusala. Yes.
Akusala vipaka.
It's the result
yes.
of akusala. So it's
Yeah.
vipaka that is either in the, well, in the woeful realms, it is the result of akusala karma. In the human realm, it's the result of kusala karma, but very weak kusala karma. So the birth is without wholesome roots. It's a hetuka, and that's why various handicaps from the first moment of life.
Mm.
So it's always, the result is always ahetuka, because the
Yes.
birth in woeful realms is always ahetuka chitta.
Yes.
And also have another function of Santirana is the Tadaramana, right? Yes. So can you explain more about this moment of Tadaramana? Yeah.
Tadaramana, like you mentioned yesterday, 1 or 2 extra chittas, it just means when the sense object has not fallen away yet, because it depends at what moment the sense object impinged on the sense space as to how many chittas have arisen. As we know, Rupa lasts for 17 times as long as Nama, as long as a chitta. So if only 15 chittas have arisen since the Rupa impinged on the sense space, 2 more chittas arise that can be conditioned by Santirana, but not always. They sometimes conditioned by Santirana and sometimes conditioned by Mahavipaka chittas, right. Yes. But they're just 2 extra, 1 or 2 extra chittas, depending on whether the Rupa has fallen away. That's all. No great significance. And if they arise in the sense door, they also arise in the first mind door process that follows as well.
Yeah, but my question is the function of the Dharamana.
They're just running through the object, that's all. No special function, just running through the rupa that hasn't yet fallen away. It's the function of tadaramana. So all the chittas, we know there are a lot of different chittas, but all the functions just come down to patisandhi, adverting consciousness, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, receiving, investigating, javana, tadaramana, manodwara vajana, averting consciousness, and duty at the end. That's it.
Yeah, 14.
So yes, only 14 functions. So 89 chittas, but only 14 functions. That's why different chittas can have different functions, and kusala chittas, they all have the function of javana. So one chitta can have more than one function, and many chittas can have the same function. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
I have a question. Sorry. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Just different chittas arising, performing their functions, falling away.
Yeah.
Each one a burden, as Achaan has been stressing. Another seeing, another hearing, another moment of thinking, another moment of liking, disliking, each one a burden.
Yeah. I have a question about rupa.
Just because I don't remember anymore, can you remind me in which case the Mahavipagashita performed the function of Adaramana? I am not sure anymore.
I can't remember now without checking.
In what case the Mahavipagashita performed the function of Tadaramana?
It cannot be known as long as there's not clear understanding of just one reality at a time. Not clear understanding of the citta yet. What about the function with different cittasikas by conditions? In order to understand the functions of citta, we have to begin from the moment of birth. Shall we talk about it? Because there must be future birth. What condition is? What citta is there? By conditions. That's why people was born different, each one. Even human being, different by accumulation and other conditions too. That's why what is born? The truth? No. Only the reality which experiences. But what is the first moment? We begin to just talk about this life because so many conditions for the moment of birth. Different kinds of birth by different kind of karma conditions. It seems like everyone knows when we talk about karma, but it's my karma, not any reality yet. That's why we learn to understand the truth. What is there right now? A reality which arises, experience the object. So very instant, uncountable moments. So we learn to understand one moment at a time. What was born, what is born at moment of birth. Citta, right? The tree, the river, it cannot be born or birth at all. Just the reality, the first moment in life is what we call birth. Can anyone be born at will? Impossible. But each one has condition to be born already, different one. The cat, the dog, its birth is different from human being. So we learn little by little, even it's not clear in the beginning, but it begins to understand the difference between the karma, the cause, and the vipaka. Nobody knows what or how many characteristic of chitta is the result, the vipaka of kusala karma and akusala karma. Even akusala arises more often. No matter how strong it is, killing, stealing, and so on, but it conditions 7 vipaka only. Who knows? But it's so unpleasant. Different degrees, see? But it cannot be more than 7. Akusala vipaka. What are they?
5. The 5.
The 5 sense doors, consciousness, which experience the unpleasant object, plus the sampatichana and the santirana, which are the akusala vipaka.
So how many, what are the 7 akusala vipaka? Akusala karma can condition only 7 akusala vipaka, only 7. Not difficult to remember, but to understand the truth. It has to be considered. What are they and why are they? Just 7.
Just the seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching, which experience unpleasant objects, which are the result of akusala karma, 1 sampatichana and 1 santirana. Only one kind of santirana.
Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, sampatichana, and santirana. But what are they? See? Chitta for sure. Yeah. They are real. They cannot be anything. They have to be as they are. So what is the birth moment? What is there? At birth, what's born? Seeing? At birth, no. Hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, even sampatichana, if you don't know. We cannot say not sampatichana, but it has to be santirana. That's why we have to learn one moment on and on and on. At moment of birth, there's no seeing, hearing yet. So what is there? The second moment, until the moment of seeing. But the chitta before seeing is not known right now. Just the word.
Just the word. Life continuing. After birth is okay. Is this on there? Yes. Yes.
That's on mute.
Okay. So, after Pati Sunday birth consciousness, I should think then life continuum, Bhavangas. Because since there's no, not yet.
What chitta?
Bhavanga Chittas.
Perform the function of Bhavanga. See,
Life
we are
continuum.
talking about the function of chitta. One function, the first one is Patisanti.
Patisanti.
Chitta, when we talk about function.
Yes, yes.
One moment only.
And the next one is the function of life continuum, Bhavanga.
What's fascinating is the last object in the previous life.
We don't talk about that yet.
Oh, right. Not
Just
yet,
talk
not
about
yet.
the function of chitta. It begins at moment of birth. Patisanti chitta. it falls away. It conditions the next citta by way of anantara paccaya. That's why we learn about paccaya together, little by little, to understand that it's no one. No one can make anything arise. There must be condition. So even that moment, the reality, which is the chief of experiencing, but it is conditioned by karma. Different karma to be different people. That's why Patisanti Citta is conditioned by karma to be the result. The first vipaka, the first result of karma is the first moment in life. Not under anyone's control, by condition. It's the beginning of understanding, no matter what is there in life, must be by condition. Because even the first moment in life, Patisanti Citta, it's also by condition. At the moment, it's exactly the same, but by different conditions. And the second citta of citta is what we use the term bhavanga.
Life continue.
What is it?
Life continue.
Function of maintaining life.
Shanti, it is the vipaka, the result. Because just one moment, Patisanti Citta is not enough to be the result of karma. Not just only akusala citta, but it's so strong to be karma, kusala karma or akusala karma. That's why there are plans for existence, the apaya, and the sukati, Pali term. Is that enough for today? So many moments of bhavanga, not yet time to see or to hear yet. No matter being born in heaven or in hell or wherever, Patisanti Citta fallen away, it conditions the next moment by karma, the same karma as well. From moment to moment, the result of one karma until the end of this life.
That's the last result of same karma.
Yeah. The last function,
Last function.
in this life.
And it's conditioned by only one karma.
The same karma which conditioned by
Exactly, same citta, same cetasikas, all by same karma.
Condition come, not one, just one citta. No.
And there are 7 akusala vipaka: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, sampatichana, santirana. Which one perform the function of patisanti?
But it's the word.
That's it.
But Patisandi can only be vipaka, the result. When there's no more ignorance, then no more rebirth. There's not the result.
Thinking about moment of seeing, conditioned by only 7 cetasikas, is so weak. Just be there to see and then gone instantly. With 7 cetasikas, it cannot perform the function of Patisanti Citta. Not enough conditions. So we continue tomorrow.
Jan, usually we finish at 6:30.
Usually
Okay. Oh,
we have time.
so now we have firm confidence of no one. The karma condition Patisanti Citta. Not one moment is not enough, so it keeps on. Condition its result. When time.
Sampatichana become. But why not Sampatichana
That's
become?
why we are going to talk about little by little. Seeing cannot for sure. And Sampatichana experience the same object as seeing by way of just receiving. the object to be experienced, receiving. Okay?
Yes.
Just receive. No more. Is that right? And after that, instantly, it conditions the next moment. It has received, so it experienced a little more. The last akusla vipaka citta.
A little stronger, so it can perform.
That's why Santirana, akusla vipaka, how many functions? Not just only Santirana, but it's Santi, Pawanka, Jutti, Patisanti, Pawanka,
Tada,
Tata,
Tadarama.
5 functions. The other 6 cannot perform such function at all. That's why we learn how many Cetasikas arise with this or that citta by conditions. Is there vitaka arising with seeing?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Another moment.
No need to touch the object or the other moment to experience it. Because karma condition it just to arise to see. Just to see how weak it is. It cannot perform any function, other function. Only seeing. Only hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. So it's not I see. Beginning to consider why it's not I or someone or anyone at all. Not a dog, not a cat.
So weaker citta, so it only needs 7 Cetasikas, but immediately afterwards, the cittas that follow need more Cetasikas. Even Sampatichana needs Vitaka, Santirana needs Vitaka. They need more support to experience the object.
So we learn about citta and cetasika little by little.
I don't know if this is a good time, but the object of the previous life is the same object of the next life, the Patisandhi and the Bhavanga Cheetahs, and it is not known. It's interesting. There's no connection, no being known, nothing whatsoever, but I'm sort of leaning toward accumulations. No.
And why is it not known?
Isn't known? How could it be known from that last object from the previous?
But it's the
life?
object now of those cheetahs. Why can't it be known?
Of the Bhavangas? Oh, can't it be known? Why
It can't be known because it doesn't appear through any doorway. It doesn't appear through the sense door or the mind door.
Yes.
So it's the
yes.
object of the last Javana cheetahs just before death of the last
Yes,
life.
yes.
And it's the object of the Patisandhi Bhavanga cheetahs, Juti cheetah, but
Yes.
unknown because it doesn't appear.
Yes.
But you said no
unimportant.
connection. There is a connection between, because that object that appeared in the last Javana process of the previous life is conditioned by the same karma that will condition the rebirth.
Advait, do you have anything you'd like to bring up? Because yesterday when we had quite a detailed discussion, you questioned the value of it. Anything you would like to bring up or say or question today? Quite happy?
I have a question about rupa. In the sense door process, the rupa, or we say the object, can be desirable, very desirable, desirable, or undesirable. That's what I know about it. And the desirable object is experienced by the kusala vipaka, and the undesirable objects is experienced by akusala vipaka. My question is, what is the intrinsic quality of the rupa or the object that makes it desirable or undesirable? For example, when we see a flower, what it seems to be a desirable object.
What about like when touching a very hard object or We've got two microphones. What about easy to understand in the first place, touching a soft object, desirable, very hard object, undesirable, seeing an object that's pleasant, unpleasant. What about smelling an odor that is unpleasant, or smelling a flower, pleasant smell? But it can't be known at this moment. But if very loud sound, like during the discussion when there's interference with the mic and it's a very loud sound, or you went there, undesirable object.
let us be in the moment.
That's why we have to learn at moment of understanding. There must be other conditioned reality, Cetasikas to arising. But no understanding of those wholesome Cetasika yet.
No understanding.
If you had said when Achaan asked, or when Jay asked, whether when you're listening to Achaan, is any sati, if you'd said no, there was no understanding of what she said. I could follow the words like a child might follow the words. I could repeat the words, but no understanding. Then, okay, no sati. But if there is panya arising, then sati must be there. Those moments, not all the time, but at the moments of understanding.
But it's right for him to say, I understanding, but I don't know whether sati is there too.
Yeah. I think not just Advait, but this was Gung's question yesterday when you said there has to be understanding of sati, then they think, okay, there's no understanding of the reality of sati appearing, therefore it means no sati. So there was a little bit of confusion about that point.
What about I understand, but I don't know whether sati is there too at moment of understanding?
Or I think there are some moments of understanding, so sati must be there, but its characteristic doesn't appear, so it's not
A little
known.
more understanding.
Yes. Even the understanding of the Dharma, their study there.
We're talking about understanding of the Dharma. So one can say, I was following what Achaan said. I think there were some moments of understanding. There must be moments of sati too with the understanding. But it doesn't appear. The characteristic isn't known.
About in normal daily life conversation, when two person talking and they understand.
I understand what your words have said, but nothing to do with panya. So conventionally, I understand the meaning of the words here,
so
but it's not
sati.
panya. Yes,
So
no sati at those moments. If it's kusala,
I mean,
if I'm
kusala,
listening
in
with
case.
patience and kindness,
Yep.
then sati at those moments.
And understanding.
Understanding of dharmas, it's just understanding of the meaning of the words you're saying. But sati is there if it's kusala.
And of course, automatically.
Listening with the metta, with with patience.
I can't be listening patiently because it's when we say listening patiently, it indicates we're getting impatient.
Talking about patience, I think it's time we finish and let Achaan rest. So we will see each other tomorrow. Please come again tomorrow, Hang, if you're free.
I can know yet.
Thank you.
Achaan. Thank you, Sarah and John.
Thank you. Such rich commitment to reflect on.
Listen again, consider again, understand a little more again, until it's moment of Satipatthana.
Oh, I'm not so concerned with that, just Dharma is not.
Yeah.